Ben, first of all, congratulations on your contract extension. It's your home club. How do you feel 3 more years?
Yeah, absolutely delighted. I mean, to commit to 3 more years at the club, it's been a fun and enjoyable first 3 years at the club, so to continue that is going to be really nice. And I think the way that the club's progressing, the way that the team are progressing, it is really exciting, so I'm looking forward to the next few seasons.
So you came through the pathway for Cricket Wales, and then the Wales National County, then second 11, UCCE, and then Glamorgan. You've made quite a journey up to the first team.
Yeah, it's probably the perfect pathway, sort of the way it's sort of lined out. Yeah, started at under 10s, under 11s, and progressed the whole way through, and then onto the academy. And yeah, to then get signed at 18 was a really proud moment for myself, and then to be now sort of cemented in that first team and contributing, that's where I want to be and continuing doing over the next few years. So yeah, it's exciting.
Looking back over the last couple of years, you made your debut in the One-Day Cup 2023, won the One-Day Cup in 2024. Was that kind of the best part of your sort of journey so far, winning the One-Day Cup at Trent Bridge last year?
Yeah, it's definitely a highlight. I mean, I've had many highlights, many highs, many lows so far in my short career. But yeah, I think that the One-Day Cup was obviously very special. I went when I wasn't signed in 2021 to go and watch in Trent Bridge. So there is a photo somewhere of me in the background of the team photo. So to then be on the pitch 3 years later and actually win it with the team was a nice moment. But yeah, there's been many highlights so far. I mean, first class 100, first class 5s, things like that. And yeah, and as I said, as a team this year pushing for promotion, that's going to be a highlight if we manage to get over the line there. So yeah, it's exciting.
I was just going to say about promotion. We are obviously second in Div 2 right now, 27 points clear of Derby. Favourites to go up along with Leicestershire, who've already gone up. What would it mean to you personally and to the club as well to go to Div 1 after 21 years?
I think it's huge for the club. I mean, obviously for the fans especially, it's going to be extremely exciting. But by all means, it's not done yet. We've still got 2 massive games left of the season against 2 solid oppositions that are also chasing that down. So yeah, to get over the line would be really special. And then yeah, to see how we fight in Div 1 next year if we do get there. But there's no doubt that we'd take it on with the quality and talent that we've got coming through in the squad.
Well, you mentioned that you were signed in 2023 and you've seen a progression, which is why you decided to stay back. What has been like? What do you think has been sort of the change in the squad and the mentality over the last 3 years that you've been here?
Yeah, I think we have a really nice balance and we all get along really well. I think that's one real positive about our squad. I think we've also got a few youngsters coming through now, and that's given that balance, as I said. And then we've got the likes of Colin and our more experienced players and Chris that we're feeding off and learning from game by game. And yeah, it's starting to sort of gain that experience as a team, understand each other's roles. And I think it's worked really well this year. Everyone's kind of contributed in their own way, and I think that's why we've been so successful.
You mentioned the young, sort of like a talent coming through the pathway, especially the young Welsh talent. See yourself, Will Smale is there, Alex Horton obviously coming in, Tom Norton now winning the One-Day Cup, Jack Hopewell being called up for England. What does it mean to you to sort of see that Welsh talent coming in through the academy playing for Glamorgan? Yeah,
it's really exciting. I mean, obviously we look back at years gone by, and some of the most successful teams in Glamorgan that it's had that Welsh core that within it. So yeah, to see that sort of come back through, I think we may have struggled over the last sort of recent years bringing those sort of talent through the pathways consistently. But now it's really promising, really exciting. I feel like we've got a lot of young lads from Wales coming through, all with the same sort of aspirations to play for Glamorgan and play for the first team. So yeah, who knows where it could be over the coming years. We can have many Welsh players in the first 11.
And it's not just Welsh players, because a lot of the headlines have been about you and Asa Tribe as well. Now, what sort of character is Asa Tribe in the dressing room, and how sort of has he been the last couple of years?
Yeah, first came across Tribe when he came over, obviously from Jersey. Joined Cardiff Met, got on the scheme stuff as you said. And yeah, I think the way he's grown as a player it's been really nice to see. Obviously, he's a character, and I enjoy having him in the change room. And he's been great fun. But to see him grow and succeed has been obviously really nice. And obviously, he's been picked up in the SA20 stuff over the last couple of weeks. So yeah, it's a really exciting time for him and his cricket, and I'm sure he's looking forward to it.
And also the young sort of, you mentioned the young blood, also the people who've been here in the club the last 15, 20 years, people like Colin Ingram, people like Chris Cook who've been here forever. What sort of impact have they had in your young career so far?
Oh, huge, yeah. I think especially that transition from second team coming into first team cricket. And by all means, I didn't start as I really wanted to in the Red Bull stuff. So yeah, them taking me under my wing, sort of helping me sort of learn through these failures and things like that. But yeah, I mean, Colin first came across him when I was on the academy. He came in, did sessions with us then. So the way he's gone out of his way to help us develop, and you're constantly asking him questions. He's constantly trying to make you improve, and he'd be throwing balls at you for hours if he wanted to. As you said, yeah, these senior players have been really important in my development and the development of a lot of us youngsters, to be honest. So yeah, hopefully they stick around for as long as they can. But yeah, they're putting us in a position where we can carry this club forward.
Sam Northeast has just announced that he's leaving the club to go back to Kent. What sort of legacy has he left in the dressing room in the last 4 years, and how big has he been on you? Because he's obviously your first ever white ball captain.
Yeah, I mean, Sam's been an amazing sort of help and a really good leader. He's he's a presence in the changing rooms without being too loud and expansive, which says a lot about him. He's very calm, collected. I think that's really important when you've got youngsters coming through as well. It sort of takes the pressure off you a bit, sort of takes that back seat and just lets you kind of express yourself. So Sam's been really nice, but obviously he's going to be a massive miss going back to Kent.
And talking about the white ball skipper, Kieran Carlson, which is like yourself, being through the academy, through the pathway, second 11 and then to the first 11. How's he been in your development as a white ball cricketer?
Yeah, it's very similar. I mean, they've all been really sort of influential on my cricket, learning from all of them. Everyone's obviously different in the way they approach the game, and yeah, picking players' brains like that has obviously been very, very helpful over the last couple of years. And yeah, Kieran's one of those that, as I came through, probably the first couple of games I watched at Glamorgan was a young Kieran Carlson playing out here, so that was probably someone I did look up to a little bit when I sort of first started getting into the sort of cricket stuff and coming to watch games down here at Sapphire Garden. So yeah, Kieran's been really sort of helpful. As I said, as a captain as well, I think he's a great captain. And yeah, hopefully we can have a lot of success under him over the next however many years.
Richard Dawson, obviously England former off spinner, he's now your coach. How beneficial has it been to have a coach of that caliber, especially an off spinner, for you personally?
Yeah, he's obviously had huge international experience as well, which has been massively helpful. And as you said, yeah, off spinner, myself being an off spinner, I think that's been one of the main things for me that's really helped. Not just from a technical side of things, but in particular the tactical, and just learning more about the game from his perspective. And I think it's really brushed off into my cricket and how I've seen more success in my bowling this year. So yeah, I'm absolutely delighted that he's here for the next 3 years, and yeah, hopefully he can help my cricket progress even further.
And finally, we have to talk about the 100 gig. You obviously were picked up by Welsh Fire this year, and you had a great first couple of games. How was it like that 1 month being in the Welsh Fire camp with Michael Hussey and Richard Dawson as well, with all these sort of famous legends of the game?
Yeah, I think it probably still hasn't fully sunk in. It was a really enjoyable month, and obviously said with some really big names and really talented cricketers. So yeah, it was, for me going into that, it was just a learning experience. Like how can I pick everyone's brains, pick different things up from different people, and yeah, I've come out of it with a bit of experience of actually playing, which was really nice. And yeah, hopefully we can be back around here next year. But yeah, it was a really enjoyable month, and I learned a lot.
Coming back to Glamorgan, 3 more years, do you have some sort of aims or goals, or do you just take one day at a time?
Yeah, I think it's something I haven't really thought about fully yet. I think obviously being quite present at the minute with the way the season's going and these last couple of games first, but I'm sure by the end of the season I'll have a reflection on where I want to be over the next few years and how I want things to progress.